No audio. There we go. Alright. My headphones are super loud. How we doing, guys? Happy Friday. Finally, we made it. That's huge. I'm gonna put Doggo, a little Doggo, and put him there. He's the man of the hour. Yeah, what's up? Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate you guys. Oh, a couple of familiar faces in chat. Hey, Joy, Noella, how you doing? The whole gang's here. Ah, there we go. Okay, I was just checking the live stream. It's switched now. Super duper. Hello, Nadine. Is the latency super low then? It is.
Good, yeah, it's way better than it has been. It's like, feels like 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
Okay, that's great. Because before we had so a little bit of streamer, what do you call it? Yeah, there was a huge delay before, so I would get a text or whatever, and then it would take forever for it to show up. And so I'd be responding to things which were messaged like ages ago. Hell Uni says, "Hi Harry, can I have a shout out?" Of course you can. Oh, for your Instagram channel. I don't know about that. Just put it in the chat. People will see it. I don't know if I should be encouraging that. People are commenting on Doggo's mustache. Melina, hello from Oklahoma. What's up? So, I've got a little drawing up there. It's just a poop. It was a test. Doggo did that, not me. How my audio? Are they okay? Super duper. Hi. Cool. Good morning from South Dakota. What's up, Jess? Asuka, hello. Audio's good. Thank you, Claudio. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. So, I was thinking, I don't know how many of you have seen the doggo video that we posted, but I wanted to do a little bit of a doggo themed stream today. And maybe we do a doggo themed background. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the poop. Actually, I'll just put them in the corner. There we go. Doggo themed background. Excuse my handwriting. Or some doggo gifs or gifs. Not sure which one's better, but let's find out. I'm going to do a little vote in chat. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, Matt, my one's like super delayed. It's like not appearing immediately. Where's yours on the stream now? If you just show my... Sorry. Aha, okay. Okay, cool. Alright, sorry. I'm just being paranoid. Let's do a little vote in chat. Well, actually, let me just get some ideas for... Okay. Oh, we're feeling pretty good about GIFs. Okay. I'll do a little poll anyways. Wallpaper. GIFs. Start poll. Test. Okay, so it's like 10 seconds. That's okay. What's it going to be? Okay, we're all saying GIFs. Okay. Easy. That was super easy. I also want to do a quick shout out to our recent Patreon members. Let me see if I can find the list. We got a couple. Got a couple of really cool people in our Patreon. We've only promoted it in the last video, so it was just kind of a little test to see. But yeah, we've got a few members. Thank you very much, Joy. I think you're in the chat right now. Huge. Appreciate you for joining. Bryce, thank you very much. Haley, Jana, Claudio. I think Claudio's in chat. Really appreciate you guys joining. It's incredible. Justin. I could keep naming names. I should actually write them up on the board at some point behind me. Maybe that's the move. Can I show that? Yeah, we're gonna put like all the... This freaks me out. I'm gonna put all the names there, I think. Should I do that now, or should we just get straight to drawing? Maybe drawing. That's what people showed up for, right? And we should have members turned on now, so if you become a member on stream, you can then get like an exclusive GIF. Oh, not a GIF, it's a sticker. Yeah, it's like badges and stickers. Someone said you can do that if you want to, I mean. I know I'm not trying to shill, but I just thought it'd be really cool to do stickers. I think it's $1. But yeah, it's just something fun. Anyway, we'll get to the stream now. And thank you guys so much for watching the doggo animation. So that one took a while, and it was weird because it wasn't like long enough to be, it was too long to be like an Instagram video, and it was also too short to be a proper YouTube video. So and we were just focused on finishing the thing, that we forgot to like thumbnail it and do all of that and kind of, and also promote it too much. So it was, yeah, but I'm really happy with the animation. Oh, thank you, Ali, appreciate that. How did the characters come to my mind? I don't know, just like being a silly Billy, they just popped in. Love from Malaysia. Thank you, Strawberry. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. Yeah, we're gonna do some drawing now. Oh, I've been on me cam this whole time. Thanks, Matt. I'm not even doing anything. Okay, all right. So, GIF ideas. What are we thinking? Let's write some down first. GIF ideas. Doggo theme. And this will be fun too, because I can show you guys how I draw and animate for the first time. I don't think I've done that yet. I'm just gonna look at chat. I won't do like a poll or anything, but let's get some GIF ideas. Love from Japan. Thank you guys. Oh, we got Smisky in the chat. What's up, Kev? Episode 1 is already gold. Good so far. Can't wait for the rest. Yeah, me too. I can't wait. I can't wait to finish it as well. Doggo hard at work at his laptop looking at the stock market. That's pretty good. I like that. Dog jumping in leaves. I don't know if Doggo's that athletic. I mean, young Doggo was certainly an athlete in his own right, but maybe old Doggo is retired a little bit from there. Oh, Joy just became our first member. Shouts out to Joy joining the Team Bean. Huge. That's really cool. Thank you for joining. You should have stickers now, so I don't know if you can use them. Let's find out. If Joy sends a sticker, then we know that it works. We already got Doggo and Bean dancing. We need one Doggo dancing. Just Doggo dancing. Doggo riding a bike? Okay. Doggo with a pumpkin. Let's write all these down. Pumpkin Doggo. Pumpkin Doggo. What else we got? Doggo riding bike. Doggo petting Among Us plush. That's too niche. I can't draw Among Us every time. Doggo dancing was one. Doggo dancing. Huge. Oh. Stock market. Doggo. Your head now. Okay. See you, Matt. GG. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye. That was Matt, the mystery man. Doggo sipping some pumpkin spice latte. I like that one. Doggo pointing finger just like in the meme. LMO, that'd be hilarious. Ooh, George just used one of the little emojis. They're kind of tiny. Oops. Doggo trying to ignore Kato. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's cool. I need to fix those emojis, sorry. Okay. Happy Friday, Stephanie. Appreciate you. Thank you everyone for popping in. Doggo in shock. See, that's a classic GIF idea. That would do numbers, I feel. Doggo in shock. Doggo would be an awesome bellboy at a 5-star hotel with his serious face. Resting Doggo, that's nice. Resting Doggo. I think I've already done that one. Resting Doggo. Okay. Doggo spinning. Doggo spinning. I like that one. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I like Doggo spinning. That's a fun idea. Now the question is, do we do like Doggo on a pole spinning, or do we do just like in the same spot? Doggo crying is a really good one too. Like that one would be nice. Let's sketch them out. So I don't know how many of you know the animation process using Procreate, but it's a little strange. Let me watch it so I can like understand how it shows up on the screen. So let's do just like a smiley face. And then we add a new frame. And we do another one. Well, I'll do it like a little bit. So he's yapping. There we go. If I hide those. Ooh, that is way too fast. Hold up. So that's kind of how you do an animation, in the quickest way possible. Okay, so that's cool. So that kind of shows the process. Fun. Each frame being redrawn takes a lot of time for real. It does. That's my life. Oh, Doggo do Dexter meme, but I don't have evidence. That would be fun. I would love to see Doggo snorkeling or diving at a pretty reef. I think that I don't think a GIF can be that complicated. Doggo hiding snacks in his mustache. I like that one. Each frame being redrawn. Oh, sorry, I read that one. Ah, okay. Right, I'm turn the poll off. Nice. Doggo eating tacos. I like that. Right, so let's do a simple one to start off with. I think we should do like Doggo shocked. Do you use Procreate in making your animations? I do. Yeah. Probably the silliest idea of my life, but yes, no, Procreate's really good, to be fair. But I know that some other softwares maybe take less time. Right. This will be more of a test GIF. So just to give you guys an idea of what we can do. And I tell you what, afterwards I'll put all these GIFs online so they become available as like Instagram stickers and whatnot. That'd be really fun. Okay, got the mustache. He's looking fresh. Ready for the weekend. So let's do him like shocked. And then we do all the in-betweens to get there. This is the animation process 101. Right. Do the little face. Maybe I should update the title to be Animating until my iPad dies. It's on 42%, by the way. How did you draw that so fast? Wowzer. Years of practice, buddy. You wait and see. It's gonna take a while to like finesse, probably. But this is just quick. So let's do the in between. It might be good to have like iPad camera so you guys can actually see how it looks when I'm drawing. I don't know if I'll set that up. So this is like the in between. Let's do it like this, so like the mustache is kind of dragging behind a little bit. And get some movement in the ears too. Yeah. This is very spongy kind of motion. I have no idea how this will look, but we'll find out. This is the fun part about animating, is you get to review it at the end and and make a bunch of corrections. Finally just had time to watch Doggo drawing time. Amen. What are your thoughts on Procreate Dreams? I've been maybe not the most like enthusiastic about Procreate Dreams. I think that it's a little bit, maybe it's just what I'm used to drawing in, but I'm not the best at it. I find it really tough to use, and I have tried using it. I think maybe I just need to get more accustomed to it, or try some different softwares and just be more patient. I just struggle with it because if it's not like an immediate payoff, then I'm like, why am I doing it? Oh, messed the ear up. See, this is the cool thing with Procreate though, is you can like flip really quick through and sort of get an idea of how the final animation's gonna look. So the blue line, which you can probably see now, is the next frame on, and then so if that's going to be the next frame, I know like it needs to kind of travel up and bounce back down. Let's see. His chin's looking a bit funny. I guess we could do that. Yeah, it's actually pretty creepy. I don't know if I like his chin doing that. This is rough. Oh wait, I should probably put what we're drawing. GIF. Doggo. Shocked. Joy says, I've never seen animation done. Yeah, well, here we are. It's probably, well, I've watched some animators before and it's pretty fun. How does that show up on stream? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not bad. It's so cool to see behind the scenes. Thank you, Teabag. Daforthy says, I agree. Oh, this is Procreate Dreams. Didn't really vibe with the Procreate Dreams as well. That's so cool knowing you in Procreate. Yeah, I thought I was using something else as well. No, I think it's really cool. I think it's nice too, because it's like Procreate's a very, other than getting an iPad, Procreate is a very cheap thing to use. And so proving that you can make something without having to buy like £1,000 whole thing, because animation barrier to entry can be pretty high. I think that's the nice thing about it. And yeah, there's so much you can do in Procreate too. It's really, if you're looking to get into digital art, go for that. Since it's now Doggo time to shine, can't wait to see Kato too soon. It's coming up. Don't worry. Thank you, Becca. Appreciate that. Thank you, Claudio. Appreciate you. Yeah, it is pretty fun. It's nice to like share this with you guys, because this is usually a very lonely part of my job. Okay. So let's do a little bit of like an anticipation where doggo kind of blinks and then goes crazy. Should be like a little animation class, and Professor Harry. It'd be sick too to like, if you guys could also animate or something, and we sort of maybe review it. I'm yapping. How long does it take to make one real animation from Instagram? Way too long. Is the mustache sometimes sentient? Oh, you guys will have to wait for part 2. But yes. Okay, that's alright. And I like to do a little layer just moving the eyes. Like super subtle. Like almost like nothing. Pop. Should we do a body for this or just leave it? I think we should leave it. And then at the end you do, well actually I shouldn't do this for the rough. Pop, and then squish, and then like that, okay. Let's do it like this, and then maybe we go do something with the eyes to make them exaggerate a little bit. Yeah. I'm also gonna speed up the animation. So that was 6 frames per second. Now we're doing 8, so it should look at, oh, that's looking good. A little bit crispier. Okay. And that's the ears are up, and then the ears are down, so we go down like that. Yeah, I'd love to see if you guys do any animation work, and yeah, that'd be really cool to see. I feel like there's not many 2D animators out there. Like, there's a lot of illustrators, because everyone draws when they're a kid, but then animation is a little bit more niche. For better or worse, it would be fun if more people did it, because it's a really fun thing to do. Like, seeing like a static drawing is one thing, but animation is so cool because you can, it just really comes to life when you've done something, and it's very, very satisfying if you make something look like crispy. I don't know if that makes sense. When it doesn't work out, it's very unsatisfying. you're just beating up the iPad, but when it works, it works. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about them eyes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it needs to pop like that. Let's see this one. Let's go a little bit bigger instead. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, that's alright. Not a huge fan. Maybe the eyebrows could do a bit more on this one. And yeah, we're just making the first initial kind of sketch. I think it'd be nice as IG GIFs too, if it's the head only. Yeah, for sure. We'll make this one on IG GIFs. Would Puppet anim be easier frame by frame? You know what? I've never heard of that, but I should probably check that out. That sounds like something I need to be drawing with. I don't know. I get so like in my own bag about what I use, and it's yeah, it's not great. You need to be open-minded. Oh, I like that now. That's cool. A little bit more stretch in the eyebrows. Maybe we could do something with the ears too. I'm thinking bring the ears down a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's see. Not bad. Eugene Levi is jealous. I feel like I know that name. Hang on. Yeah. He's like an actor. Okay, alright, back to it. So I'm kind of struggling with the ears a little bit. I think they should be more... Maybe they just like, they snap back a little bit too quick. Let's go with this. Pop. And then they go higher. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. What do you guys think? Claudia says, wish I could grow a majestic mustache. Me too, bro. Yo. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. Okay, so let's start the cleanup process. So this is the part where I put all the frames into one folder to reference from, and then I'll sort of run through and then draw it as a little reference. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, let's do it. So this is the part where I have to be really precise with how I'm drawing. Gotta make sure those eyebrows are consistent. But Doggo is the easiest character to draw because it's like very, very simple. No multiple colors or anything, just straight up big mustache. There we go. This is the hardest bit though, getting the head shape right. Oh, okay, come on. Right. And we gotta do that like 10 more times. Okay. Okey-doke. Thank you, T-Bag. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're not working too hard. It is a Friday. Thank you, Jade. Yeah, the backstory is coming really soon. We're gonna finish it off. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm thinking instead of, you know, waiting another 3 weeks or whatever to drop the full 3-minute long animation of part 2, I'm wondering if it's worth on Instagram posting them as little like 40-second blocks and do that every Wednesday, or like a minute-long block every Wednesday, and then so you get it in bite sites on Instagram, and then posting the whole thing like once a month on YouTube. Could be the move, but we're just thinking about it, just trying to work it out, because no one's really going on like Reels and watching a super long video. Got a lot of crochets in the chat. That's something my sister's really into. I can't say that I've ever done it, or at least done it well. But shouts out to you guys. It is an art form, one that I'm not proficient in. Okay. Yeah, so the process now is literally just drawing in every frame and making sure that it looks presentable. Making sure the mustache squishes here a little bit. Nice. I'm actually going to hide that other frame so I can kind of work out the head size a bit easier without seeing that blue one, because that was throwing me off. Yeah, that's alright. The old squash and stretch. You gotta maintain the size of an object, but imagine it kind of squishing like a ball. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you. We're gonna get some new music soon, guys. I promise. Ball and chain also crochets. That's a cool name. Alright, gang. Back to it. It's gonna be infuriating watching this back and seeing how many times I like undo a line. I need to be less precious with it. I get a little bit OCD about the line work. Can tell that ear is a little bit off there. We just jump in there and change it. As much as I'd like to believe in happy accidents, sometimes they're just accidents. Hot take. Okay. So what other ideas did we have for GIFs? We had doggo crying, doggo shocked, which is what we're doing now. Maybe we could do doggo cycling. That might take a while though. And I'm kind of terrible with bikes, I'm not gonna lie. Does that mustache look a little bit too... yeah, a little bit too big. Let me do that. Oh yeah, that's alright. The mustache is extremely expressive. Maybe motorbike. Could do a motorbike. Yeah, new music coming soon. Alright. That's a strong looking eyebrow. I might have overdone it. You can't overdo this. Doggo is not beating the Mario allegations, guys. Hey, if the character design works, don't break it. Wait, don't fix it. With long... So do a motorbike with a long front wheel, but then a little front wheel. I feel like he probably runs on like a little trike or like bean sidecar. Any tips on shading for beginners? Ooh. Shading's really tough. I would say always think about like which direction the light is coming from. That is probably the biggest factor. You know what, I'm gonna go, I'll do a little side quest here and I'll show you what I mean. So if we, hold up. If we imagine that this doggo is 3D and this is the sun and the sun is looking like this, then we would do the shading. I like to use a very dark blue, by the way. I don't use complete black. We would do the shading like this. So I select the whole outside, select the inside, and then in a new layer above it, I will just imagine where the sun is coming down, and you know, I don't know how to articulate that, but I'll show you. There we go. So it's just slightly kind of on the edges. And then underneath the eyebrow, think about where the weight is and what would be casting shadow. And it's really just a case of doing this a bunch and getting a good idea. Anyway, I'll get back to the animating in a bit. I'm sorry guys, but yeah, so that's the basic layers, and then I turn the opacity down, and as you can see, the sun kind of looks like it's on that one side. And I'll show you what it looks like when the sun is coming from behind. Just get rid of that. So when the sun is behind, then the shading would look a little bit more like this. So like really taking over most of Doggo's face. And like that. So that's how we do shading. Doggo had a breed I always imagined a schnauzer. You might be right. Thank you, Maria. Oh, T-Bag, that's nice. I'm kind of jealous. It's not really raining here. But that sounds very, very cozy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good Friday, guys. It's gonna be a good weekend. Hope you guys are up to some good things this weekend. Having fun, seeing friends. There's no harm in it, you know? Right, back to it. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. And this is the easy part, kind of, because I'm just following the blue as a reference from our sketch. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm keeping the lines pretty nice and clean. Sometimes, honestly, though, the sketchy vibe has almost like a better aesthetic, and is also faster, because then you don't have to do second, third drafts or anything like that. You're just going. But yeah. So this is literally the animation process for everything, except all the other stuff is probably a little bit more complicated and takes way more time. Okay. I agree, Smisky, it is very calming. Sun is looking suspicious. Sun is gone now, so it's okay. Alright. Boy, these eyebrows are getting tricky. Alright, we're almost done with the first one, guys. It's pretty nice. is looking a little bit too big. Let's bring him down. Ooh, nice. That is okay. And maybe we throw in like a little pop with it too. Or at least like redraw this last layer again. I think I want that sketchy kind of vibe where we loop 2 frames which are almost exactly the same but slightly different. And that gives it a little bit of energy instead of just being a still frame. We just chillin'. Harley Davidson. Doggo looks like an old Turkish uncle. I can't dispute that. I don't have a Turkish uncle though. I don't. I can assume what that looks like, but I'm sure there's a lot of Turkish people that don't have such prominent facial hair. I think the general aura of Doggo is definitely unk coded. It was weird drawing the first Doggo animation because there was so little Bean in it, or little any other character, to be honest. Yeah, it was nice just, you know, doing something specifically for Doggo, but it's also like we got to get the gang in there. But yeah, I think the next episode there will be a lot more. I wanted it to be like 2 stories at once, so it's Bean and the gang going off to the beach. That's why Bean at the start has got his bag and a sun hat, and everyone's sort of getting ready to go to the beach, and then it's like, oh, where's Doggo? And then Doggo's just combing his mustache. Maybe I didn't articulate that as well in the video, but yeah, that was the vibe. Oh, that's very kind. Appreciate you, Kay. Thank you, Claudio. Yeah, I wanted it to be a little bit different to what we typically do, and run kind of as like its own story. But the next episode, I will say that it's very Shawshank Redemption inspired. That's definitely the theme. But then it pans out a little bit differently from Shawshank Redemption, and it gives an idea of. Hopefully, that gives enough context to like where it's going without spoiling it. This one, I'm just gonna mess with the forehead a little bit. Okay, and this is why animation takes so long. It's because I spend 10 minutes on one frame. But hey, it's got to be done. Okay. Oh, that's worse. How did I make that worse? Yeah, that's alright. I think it's just the end foreheads look a bit funny because they shift. Let's see if I can't just delete them. This is where the big brush rub out tool comes in handy. Get out of here, buddy. Alright, there we go. And then it goes up a little bit. Yeah, me too, Jane. I can't wait to see what it looks like. It's going to be a lot of animating. looks a little bit better. Nice. Just make sure these frames are matching up too. Okay, sweet. So there we go. That's shocked doggo. And it only took an hour. Andrea trying to dox me right now. What part of the UK am I streaming from? I will say Wales. Yeah. I don't think there's anyone malicious in this chat, but I think my mum would get annoyed if I dox myself. Cool. I think that's alright. And I will add a little bit of a pop at the end. So let's do that real quick. There is Floppy Bird, but we have Floppy Doggo. True. Okay, if I change the background color quickly, I'll show you how to do a pop, which is just like that thing in the corner. If you want to be really fussy, you can make a little tiny circle to emphasize the pop a little bit more. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's cool. So that will play together in the final thing when I edit it. But yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I really like Mexico City. I feel like I say that every stream, but when I was at lunch, I was with my family and we were looking at some old pictures, and I had pictures from when I went to Mexico City as a youngin', and man, it's such a pretty place. It's insane. Very, very different to cold Wales, but yeah, I think it's still super hot there this time of year. So, and you guys have got Day of the Dead coming up, all sorts going on. Man, you might get me back out there. What's up, Elena? Hope you're having a good time in Singapore. That's somewhere I want to visit it, but that's a long way. That's a long ways away. We'll get that though. I went to South Korea for the first time this year, and that was incredible, but that was a long flight. And I don't do super well with flights. But it was worth it. And Singapore looks incredible. So I need to check that out. I need to go to Australia. There is a bunch of places I have yet to visit. Okay. We got a shock doggo. What do you guys think? See you, man. Good night. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. How should I make this GIF? I guess I'll do these later, but yeah. Thank you, Elena. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay. Shock Doggo is done. Let's move him over. Oh. I wish I could have it playing at the same time, but I don't think I can do that, so just take a metal image and we'll move on. Oh, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. I'll see you next time, Kev. dimmy. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's move on. What are we thinking, guys? Oh, thank you, Teabag. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. I'm thinking... Let's keep that up. And then let's go... We should probably have like another React type one. Someone said crying doggo. Could do that. Let's have a vote. Let's see what our ideas were before. Pumpkin doggo, dancing doggo, resting doggo, spinning doggo, crying doggo. I'll check a few of them in chat and we can have a little poll. Crying doggo, spinning doggo. Pumpkin doggo. And then I feel like I've done a sleepy doggo before. Oh no, the live's not ending. No, we're not done yet. We've got a few more to go. Ooh, breezy doggo. Chilling. Let's do chilling doggo as an option. Alright, okay. There we go. Ooh, ghost doggo. Dang, I should have put that in. Okay, pumpkin doggo is pulling ahead. Yeah, it's getting really cold here too. I when I go out now, I need my full jacket. It's yeah. I can do a jumper, but yeah, it's getting pretty chilly. Okay. You know what? I think it's gonna have to be the pumpkin one. Yeah, and it's fitting. You know, it is the season. 'Tis the season. Okay. The chicken tender doggo makes me laugh. You guys are very creative. Yeah, chat's very creative. See, it's I gotta be honest. This is very easy for me because I just let you guys come up with the ideas. Right, so are we gonna have it like... Let me demonstrate what I mean. Oh, that looks funny. So, are we gonna do it like this? Where we have a pumpkin and then doggo's head in it like that. So this is one. Or are we gonna do it like this? Bear with. Like number 2, or special third option, we have Oh, this one's cute actually. I like this one. We could have Doggo wearing a little pumpkin hat. And kind of popping out of the top of a pumpkin. And that could be the gif, is like Doggo coming up. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think it's number 3. Matt's asking what's the iPad battery at. 30%, we're okay. Yeah, it's gotta be 3. Okay. No brainer, no brainer. Sorry guys, bye bye. It's number 3. Oh, that's already really cute. I like that. Alright. So. I'm gonna have to... Oh boy. Well, now I gotta actually make it. Oh. Thank you, Pebu and Polka. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Yeah, Elena, I was thinking the same thing, and then I was like, maybe I should not do that, because that might be disturbing. Kawaii. That's all we need is a couple of kawaiis in chat. We're chilling. Actually, before we do this, guys, I want to say thank you to our first member on YouTube. I don't know if I can see it, but I think I'm gonna put it up on the board. I think that'd be really nice to like have as like a background on the board. Let me find this out. Oh wow, okay. Memberships. Joyce Garv, I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put your name up on the board just as a shout out. That's really kind of you. Wait, let me see if I can do full cam. Oh, hey, okay. Hold on. Okay, it's kind of visible. I also drew a little like a little beam there. Also leg reveal, sorry guys. Anyway, put it up on stream, and I really appreciate you, Joyce Goff. Let's get back to it. We're building a bean team, guys. And you are the first member. You have been enlisted, even though it's like a membership. I've been told to try and shout out the supporters a little bit more by the higher ups. You don't know who they are. No, that was of my own volition, guys. Okay, we got a little pumpkin going. Fangirl out. What's up, JJ? Ball and chain with the bean team. Doggo keeps an eye on everyone. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta make this Doggo plushie. This is a 1 of 1. Right, what kind of pumpkin face are we thinking? Are we thinking like Catnip's bean pumpkin face? Or are we thinking, because we could do a little Catnip's face. Yeah, maybe something like that's kind of cool. Shouts out to Joyce Golf. It's a fun name to say too. Yeah, sticks are clean. Doggo and Kato forever. I got another Kato plushie. Yes. Can you see that? I need to work out like where else to put Kato. Hold up, guys. Ugh. That's not gonna work. This probably sounds terrible too. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's stack them like this, actually. Cool. All right. Nice. Back to it. Wow, I'm just plugging the merch today. Yeah, we've only got the big ones on the site. And they're huge. There's like such an impractical. It's almost an ASMR. Oh, looks like. Oh no. Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's move that. Good shout, Demi. I think I like the way this pumpkin looks. Maybe we make the mouth a little bigger. And then for Doggo popping out, let's just do some rough sketches for now. And try and work it out after. To be honest, this feels a bit more like a Kato activity than a Doggo one, but we'll make it work. Okay. So that is what final Doggo is going to look like. Bean as the pumpkin is a genius move. We'll see. We'll see. This could be the best GIF I have ever made. So instead of having to draw the pumpkin every time, I'm just going to set it as the background because I'm lazy. And then we draw on top. So let's do the pumpkin before Doggo shows up. Oh, let me label this one too. Pumpkin Doggo. Okay. Looks a little funny, but it should probably end up okay. I'll clean it up in the next draft. So then we have, I guess the lid would go down first and then kind of pop back out. It's also gonna kind of change position too. So we'll make it a little bit like this way. And then we only see a little bit of like Doggo kind of blurred out. Okay, that's alright. Might make it a little bit lower. Ooh, okay. Signs of life. Got the Mario fit this Halloween. I don't know what I'm gonna go as. I think after last stream we're thinking doing a Wednesday theme. We're also thinking of doing a murder mystery type thing, me and my siblings, where we all dress up as like Cluedo characters and that's like what we do for Halloween. I think we're definitely too old to trick or treat, and we're getting too old to like go clubbing. So it's murder mystery night, and also clubbing is is not as fun. Loki Doggo color is like pumpkin spice latte. That's very true, actually. It is. Doggo and a pumpkin very much aligned aesthetically, even though it doesn't seem like it, but it's true. Okay, get the little poles going up, and then they'll kind of float back down, and I'm thinking make it so that the lid flies up a little bit above and then kind of my bibs back down. Yeah. This one make it a little bit lower. Do you guys have like a favorite animator that you watch online, or anyone who you kind of dig? I don't know if that makes sense. I find it hard to find animators online. Ooh, new Patreon member. Minnie has joined Patreon. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm getting off my phone. Get the little hat going down like that. Joey, that doesn't count. Ooh, do I think Kato will be back in the shop? I think we have a Kato plushie online. I could be wrong though. Oh wait. Oh no, Pumpkin Doggo was the top one. Okay, I'm ending poll. Yeah, there's a few different like drawing Instagram and YouTube accounts. Obviously, Cool Man Coffee Down is up there. Duh. Rhymes Like Dimes. Who else am I missing? Then there's all the sort of drawfee crowd. I kind of watched them a little bit on YouTube, but that was about it. There's gosh, there's like the big hitters like Jaden Animations and I was gonna say not JonTron. Meat Canyon. He's a goat. They're all goated, but we need some new ones too. Yeah. I wonder how Cool Dan's doing right now. Hopefully very well. I wish him well. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, he's a really lovely dude. We went to Lithuania a few years ago for an event, and that was very fun. But it would be great to do a little stream with him. He's a man of mystery though. He's always on the move. But yeah, that'd be really fun to kind of team up on one of these. Who's Hammy Booms? I gotta check them out. Mental note. Right, let's watch this one. It's pretty good. It's not as spongy as I think it could be. It's kind of like the dog just pops up. Maybe. I think maybe the hands need to go like this. Doop. And then they go flat out on this one. Something like that. Oh, maybe I made it worse. Hold on. What? I made it worse. Let's go up with the arms on this one now and see. If not, I'm just going back. Okay. Up and then down. No, I don't like it. Okay, let's go back to this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. It was fine before. Sorry guys. Natural habitat shows. Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah. I honestly I have no idea how they put out that many animations and it's all so high quality. I'm like, oh my goodness. That is so much work. Did they start on YouTube? I have no idea. I see them all the time on Instagram. Maybe they have like a behind the scenes somewhere and I can get an idea. I also love the style they use. It's similar to like the dudes. It's that blender. Oh man, that's some good stuff. Yeah, that'd be a pretty fun collab. Okay. I like that. I tell you what though, I'm gonna switch up the hat a little bit and have it float and then come back down. Let's see how that looks. This might look really weird. This might also be like an undo moment. So apologies in advance. Let's find out. Oh yeah, super weird. Absolutely not. It was better before. Again. Okay. But it's still not like. It's not as springy. So down, and then okay. So this one needs to go up. Down, and that one's up. Okay. Thank goodness we didn't pick anything with a walk cycle, because that would be trouble. Yeah, doggy's pretty chill. I like that. Uh-oh, man down. Put him back. I think that's a pretty chill one. That's not bad. Maybe making. Could we do some kind of matrix thing where it slows down? And we like emphasize it a little bit. Let's see what this looks like. It's okay. Don't mind that. The doggo like squished down at the end. Yeah, that's pretty cute. What do you guys think? His arms kind of look a bit strange. Good night to Japan. Okay. All right, we're rocking with this one. I'll do a little bit of a rumble from the lid first. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lala. Appreciate you. All right. Let's draw this one up. I gotta think of another one we can do. Just to kind of wrap up. Have like 3. Let's go for 3. I think we can do 3. I'm trying to speak a little bit less in this one because my voice was getting really rough from the last stream, and it's already been kind of bad today. And also, sorry that we didn't do one on Wednesday. So usually we try and do the streams on like Wednesday and Friday, and yeah, just it was too hectic with the video going on, so we were just like, leave it and just do one Friday. Try and keep it consistent. How is the iPad battery? Oh crap, I'm on 23%. Thank you, Claudia. Appreciate that. Yeah, we gotta speed up, guys. So yeah, let's see how it looks with a little bit of a heavy. Oh, actually, no. I guess for the pumpkin we'll use a softer brush. We'll kind of. That's what I like to do, is have one brush for items, and then another brush for characters, and the character brush is a little bit stronger. It's kind of like a subtle distinguishes it a little bit. What's up, Jennifer? Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. Pumpkin doggo en route. I need to think of some other Halloween theme gifts that we could do in the meantime. Ooh, I'm gonna switch that up. That's not bad. Yeah, don't leave an important meeting just to watch the stream, but thank you. Appreciate you showing up. Every Friday and Wednesday or Tuesday. We'll work out like a dedicated schedule. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Man, I like doing these things. It's like such a different experience though compared to everything else I've done. I've never really drawn in front of people or just been this active. Usually I'm working away and not really engaging with people, and then all of a sudden something gets posted, and then it's a lot of all that. But this is kind of like two things at the same time in a more chill way, which is fun and different. It's chill until I can't draw a pumpkin, and then I'm like, ugh. Okay, that is all right. That's pretty fun. Let's do the eyes and stuff. She'll move that over. Just doing a bunch of different layers at the moment, just in case I don't like anything. Ooh, good question. If I hadn't have chosen to do everything catnips related, which I kind of fell into, by the way, what career path would I be going down? Man, that's tricky. I don't really know. I never really thought about that. I probably would have gone to university. That probably would have been the move. And yeah, I don't really know. I really love film and animation. I probably would have still wanted to work in that department. But at the same time, I love illustration. So maybe I would have focused on that too. It's really hard. And the thing is too, like, just life pans out in really weird ways, and you end up kind of in a lane that you never thought you would end up in. But if it's enjoyable and you like it, then keep going. I think I would be doing this kind of work when I was younger? Not really. But I'm really grateful that I'm here and working and animating as a career. That's insane. Very, very fortunate. And you know, I get to meet a lot of really lovely people and make what I love, and yeah, can't ask for more. But I think obviously what you do for work is super important in terms of, you know, if that's the job, you know, if you're just working a kind of rubbishy, not rubbish, but like a job that you don't love just to pay the bills, but that allows you to do other stuff in your life, then by all means do that. And sometimes you don't have the option as well. Like, I'm definitely super lucky to be in the spot I'm in, but I know, like, you know, if something goes wrong with Instagram and like Zuckerberg just pulls the plug, then we're in trouble. And I think in that situation, I'd probably work at a shop or something and just try and get back, and that's okay. That's okay too. I don't take this for granted, and yeah, if it goes one way or the other, we move, we keep going. You can't fail unless you quit. That's the secret. So as long as you don't quit, you never fail. Ooh, we got a new member, Fanny Hernandez. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Fanny. That's a swear word. It's not a swear word, but it's an inappropriate word in the UK. I will call you F Hernandez for now. I don't mean that in an offensive way. But thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah. Okay. Right. You're going up on the board. I could do a newspaper comic strip. Yeah. I wish it was the 1950s. I could do a Garfield type beat. Oh, appreciate you, Kev. Okay. Fanny's going up on the board. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait. Okay, there we go. I did I forgot your name halfway through, sorry. But I'm going this way. Yeah. That's really nice. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Fanny. Welcome to the club. Bean Team Bean. And we're cracking on with the pumpkin. Doggo pumpkin. Okay, I need to speed up. I feel like my iPad's just suddenly gonna die and then we're in trouble. Okay, we're doing a really... It's gonna be rough, guys, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just showing the thing rumbling for now. Which when you think about it too much doesn't really make much sense, but yeah, we'll make it happen. I think it should look pretty cool. Okay. Man, I am looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to be seeing some family and playing Hollow Knight. I'm freaking stuck on one bit, but it's very fun. I didn't play it when it first came around, but obviously the new game came out, and so I really want to play that, but I need to finish the other one. Oh, we got another member. Jennifer, thank you so much. I know you've been watching for a while, so I really appreciate that. Welcome to Bean Team. And I gotta get up again now. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Alright, this is the last one. I'm gonna write your name super rough this time, but then I'll make it nicer for next stream. I promise. We gotta get on with this gift. Sorry guys. Wait, hang on. Right. Your name is up, Jennifer. I also I made a mistake during Doggo in the corner there. And I tried to undo it like an iPad, and I felt like an iPad child. I felt like an iPad baby, like interacting with real life. And it was a very uncomfortable and unsettling experience. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, we got a little wall going. 3 deep. We got a whole gang. Shout out, guys. And if you don't know, if you are a member, you can now use the little emojis, the bean emojis, which look a little funny. We're also going to fix those. But yeah, you can use them. And thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. Okay. So that is rumbling now. I'm going to do next frame. We're cracking on, guys. This is what I look like when there's a deadline. This is what I've looked like for the past week. It's just super locked in. Yeah, that was a good question. I'm going to be thinking about that all day, Kev. I'm going to be thinking what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this line of work? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. You got an autumn festival. Is that like a harvest festival? What is that? What does that look like? I can't say I've ever been to a proper autumn festival, guys. Wait, what brush was I... Okay. I've lost it. I think it's this one, but it feels way too thick. I'm gonna size it down. I was thinking the other day, and I was like, it would be really fun to do like a challenge type stream where I stay drawing until I finish something. Whether that's I don't know, whether it's like a comic or whether it's an animation. An animation might be a little bit extreme because that can that can take a while, but that would be really fun. I'd love to do that. Like one of those video game ones where they play a game until they stream the game until they finish the game. But maybe this is like getting a little bit too Mr. Beastie. I need to keep it Mr. Beansty. Alright. Shut up. Okay, on to the next frame now. This is the doggo reveal frame. Big frame. What's a mooncake? Okay, Doggo's looking interesting. Doggo's looking like he took a while to get out of that pumpkin. It's been 80 to 85 years. What's that phrase? Titanic lady. Anyway, she was crazy old. She was like 100 years old. And then she just threw that necklace off the side of the boat. Oy. Apparently there was an alternate ending to the Titanic film where the guys on the ship found out that she just threw the necklace overboard, and they got really annoyed. Yep. Titanic lore. That was my hyperfixation as a child, and my sister can vouch for that. I was like completely intrigued by the Titanic, and you know, the ship that couldn't sink, and it did. That rocked my world as a kid. I was like, wow. I was so in awe. I don't know what it is. I feel like TISM kids can sometimes, sorry, I shouldn't say that, but sometimes people with it's a mild autism, I'm not sure, but it's like you get really into one subject, and for me that was definitely the Titanic. Like, to the point where I watched the movie a bunch. I would watch documentaries on it. I had a big book where it explained like all the different compartments. It was a whole thing. But yeah, it's one of my favorite films. I always thought they were going to do a Titanic 2 as well, but I'm glad they didn't, because I think we could all assume what the storyline would be. It'd be like, we're going to recreate the Titanic, and then it sinks again, of course. I should be going to see the new Leonardo DiCaprio film. Yeah, don't try and visit the ship. Ooh, yeah, maybe I do Bean and Beanette as Jack and Rose. That would be cool. It'd be funny to like find a way to riff on that for an animation. We're working on a Jurassic Park inspired animation, but a Titanic one would be really fun. It's kind of yeah. See, Titanic was a big hyperfixation as for the young'uns. I don't know why. Maybe it was just, you know, because the film came out when I was a kid, and I don't know what it was. But yeah, was never into dinosaurs or anything like that. It was just boats. And then there was the Olympic, which was the other boat which came out at the same time that White Star Line were building. And there was a big conspiracy that one of them, I think the Olympic wasn't quite finished and the Titanic was, or they swapped them and they just changed the label of one of the boats. Can you plug it though? And yeah, Titanic fixation is real. Yeah, I would say that one of my recent hyperfixations has probably been like alien sightings and kind of those wacky alien theories and all of that. Area 51 sort of deep dives. Oh, yours was World War II. Yeah, that one I had a little bit of World War II fixation. You kind of get that anyway, being in the UK. Like you'll get a whole lot of World War II information just from school. Yeah. And then of course you have grandparents and things, and they're like, I was there for the whole thing. Yeah. Well, they were there, but they were like 4 years old. Like I think my grandpa was 3 when World War II happened. So I think he dodged the draft. But anyway, I shouldn't joke about that stuff. Yeah, World War II was crazy. And World War One, the Great War. It wasn't that great. Yeah. History Channel kids. Where you guys at? Yeah. The craziest thing I found out was that Tolkien, the creator of Lord of the Rings, was heavily inspired because he was in World War One. I think he was in, was it the Somme? Something like that. But yeah, see, there you go, Aaron. The grandparents. Yeah. But no, that's where he got a lot of his inspiration from. And I think he was pretty rocked by it, obviously. And it kind of encouraged him to make a sort of heartfelt story, which is super inspiring. And, you know, hopefully we are never in the same situation. But I think that if that's the hand that you're dealt in life, to turn something, to take something bad and then make it beautiful, or at least to make it, you know, to process your trauma that way is really cool. So yeah, Alien Rabbit Hole is crazy. It's super addictive. I've been into this YouTube account at the moment called Area 52, and he does these like long interviews with people who've supposedly seen aliens, and he's kind of, oh yeah, how's my battery? 16%. Oh boy, sorry guys, I've been yapping too much. But he does these like deep dives, and they're pretty fun. But that's been the hyperfixation. All the stuff too, like everyone immediately goes to Area 51 and Roswell and all those sightings. And to be honest, the coolest ones kind of come out of like Italy and Mexico, and now there's a bunch in like Brazil and things. There's aliens everywhere. And then I found out that there was actually so I'm from Wales, and there was an alien sighting. There was apparently like a giant pyramid was seen in the sky, and it was called the Pentyrych incident. So that sounds really weird. It's a Welsh name. It's spelled Pentyrych, but it said like Pentyrych. And anyway, that happened literally down the street from me a few years ago, and like no one talks about it, but but it was a real thing, and there was a whole military operation and super shady stuff with the government. It would make for a really cool film. And so I was like talking to some friends about like, oh, could we do a mini documentary? Could we, I don't know, like how do we make this more obvious, or not obvious, but how do you bring light to it? Because I think some people were like really messed up from it. Oh man. Oh Carl, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's always hard when you lose a friend. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad that that you have fond memories and whatnot. Damn. Thank you. Oof. It gets a little real sometimes. Yeah, I've been super fortunate to never lose a friend, but man, that would suck. Yeah, always be grateful. So anyway, aliens. I'm joking. Oh, you guys are cool in the chat. Oh wow, that's crazy. He was involved in Pearl Harbor. Wow, that was intense. That's pretty. Gosh, you'd have some stories. I tell you what though, I never had a hyperfixation on Pearl Harbor. I don't know, maybe it's just being from the UK, but it never really. I know there's a film and stuff too. I think it's got like Ben Affleck in it. Yeah, that was a crazy one too. Whoa. aliens in history. That's the hyperfixation. Okay, right. Let me lock in again. Sorry, guys. I've been a bit on autopilot. Wow. That is crazy. Can you imagine like spending your 20s being in a historical incident? You know, like a huge thing? That'd be wild. Like, I guess to some degree, COVID was that for us, and that will be like something we look back on, and it's similar to something like Spanish flu, where it's really like, oh, you look back and it's, oh damn, everything was shut down, and you know, it was tough. But maybe that's something we'll look back on, and that will be one of our things. Yeah, I hope that's like it as well. I don't really want there to be like a bunch of other world instances. I'd like to just chill for a little bit. That would be great. I guess a little bit too crazy out there. Your boy just wants to bake cute Halloween themed doggo pumpkin gifts. Thank you very much. Ooh, I don't know where Latan is, but yeah, I can imagine. Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty nice now. So I think I have a cleanup layer for the end, so like boop, and then okay. So what I tend to do on these is I'll just do an in-between, and then I'll move that layer to the back, and it kind of looks like the cleanest version. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. Latin America. Okay. Yeah, I have heard about all that stuff. With like Argentina and things like that, and that's pretty wild. There's a bunch of post-war stuff which is super like interesting. Yeah, I think so too, Maggie. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be putting these up on Instagram a little bit later on. I'm gonna go out and see some mates in a little bit once this iPad dies, and then I'll go ahead and post these. And it'd be cool to do another stream like this where we do GIFs. I'd love to build, like, obviously they take a while and they're a little bit complicated and maybe not as satisfying as like doing a wallpaper. But I think that it would be really cool to do more of these and then like share them on Instagram and whatnot. And it's fun. It's fun having you guys involved in this side of the process, because it's one thing to just like do them by yourself and then like post them, and yeah, but I definitely think like if you guys can feel like you were slightly more involved in that and the final outcome, that's really cool, and that's the way it should be. I feel like Ketnips should definitely be, well, it's a social thing. We're on social media. We came from that. It's like the characters have developed from you guys' feedback, and yeah. Oh, well, okay. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Nature. Is that your name? Nature R? I'm not sure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know what currency that is, so I don't know if that's a lot, but thank you. It looks like a big number. Yeah, I really appreciate the message. What was I saying? Oh, we're finishing up because we're not finishing up, but I gotta watch my battery. yeah, I think GIFs would be cool to do more of. I'd want to do more wallpapers. I kind of thought it'd be nice to maybe do like a pretty long stream where I don't talk as much, but it's just like fly on the wall animation process, because I do it all on the iPad, and so I could just like flip the camera, have it full screen, maybe something like that, and just do it for like 10 hours or whatever. Like I love those study with me videos, if you've ever seen them. But they're really fun. There's always like this dude who just goes around Japan finding the coolest places to study, and then like sets up his camera, gets his iPad out, and he's just it's so cozy and nice. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I really wanted to emulate that sometime in the future. I don't know if the Cardiff scene is as cozy. I just doxed myself. Anyway, but it could be a cool idea. Yeah. Oh really? It goes for hours when it hits 5%? Oh dang. Anything can be cozy, true. Yeah, I'd love to go back to Japan. The place is very fun. Okay, so Doggo's looking pretty cool now. One of the eyes is doing something interesting here, so I'll just fix that. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a little too big. So we'll just fix that. Okay. Something's up with it. I don't know. Hang on. Oh, it's not bad. Could it be... Oh, this one probably looks a little bit weird. Let's just move it up. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's not bad. What do you guys think? Hey, Fang. Yeah, we're doing animation. A little GIFs, actually. So these will go up on Instagram in a bit. It's good? Nice. Okay. So we definitely got 2 down, which is pretty good going. Should I color them or should I move on? That is the age-old question. Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate that. I say let's color it. Let's. Oh, man, I feel so rubbish because we're probably only going to be able to do the 2, but I think it's better to have like 2 really nice ones than like 2 okay ones, and then yeah. Okay, so let's color these in, shall we? Let's do some pumpkin orange. Is how I color. Just we'll do it like this. Just drag and drop. Super easy. Oop, that gets tricky. I know, I stress too much about what is being drawn. And then I check chat and it's just like, just follow your heart, do whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Aaliyah, that's a cool story. Got the blue bean backpack in 8th grade. Oh, that's so... Oh, and you got the new backpack. That's really, really nice. Thank you. Wow. That makes me feel really old though. Oh, thank you, fan. I appreciate you. Have a good flight. Be safe. And yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Hey, we don't have to be present for every single live, but I appreciate that. I realize that people have lives, and yeah, I hope you have a good trip wherever you're off. That sounds really fun. Okay, we're cooking now. So yeah, I'm just doing like really rough color for this. Just want to like, I'm getting impatient. I want to see how it looks when it's like finalized. Okay, so that's the first little bit of pumpkin color. Oh, I could do this. I could do this pumpkin real quick. How do I? Gotta make sure I'm coloring a little bit. And then we'll do the inside of the eyes too, kind of like a bright color. I don't know how that would work though. If you think too much about this, it's a little bit confusing because you're like, how's Doggo able to stand in there if a candle was on? Doesn't make any sense. But sometimes art doesn't need to make sense, especially GIFs. They're more vibe orientated, I think. Just going off gut emotion. That's okay. I might do a two-tone green. So we do a little bit darker green on the bottom, and then we'll add like a light one on the top. Oh, flight delayed. Guess you're staying here. I don't know. Hope it's not an issue. That always stresses me out when like it's so stressful getting through the airport, all that, and then you get to the end and they're like, oh, it's gonna take 2 hours. Sorry. It's like, well, could have been at home right now. That was one thing about like going to and spending time with Americans that really brought me a lot of anxiety was their approach to air travel. It was so like everyone in my family is very like, if we're going to the airport, it's a mission. But then people in America, and maybe this is not all, it's definitely not all Americans, but it's a very like, oh, don't worry, we'll get there 10 minutes before. I was just like, oh man, I just couldn't stand it. That stressed me out so much. Like, if I'm not at the airport at least an hour before boarding, I'm stressing. I need to be sat down with a snack. Yeah. I'll have to go to Canada. Hopefully you guys have a more appropriate approach to air travel. Like, it's fine for a bus. If you're catching a bus or a train. Oh, there's the warning. I don't know if you guys can see that. 10% battery remaining. Yeah, it's usually okay. If you're a little bit, chilling, doesn't really matter, because you can always just get the next bus or train. But a flight, if you miss that, not only do you have to deal with the tickets and getting a refund, but then yeah, Americans treat their travel like a bus. It's so true, because I guess that's like it's like the only way to get around. It's not the only way. You guys do have Amtrak. But yeah, I was really Yeah, I feel you, Jess. American here. Gotta be there 2 hours before, at minimum. You know, maybe. It's so sketch. Air travel scares me, and the worst one too is when you have a connecting flight. I had one in Amsterdam once, and it was like the only flight before the next day, so I needed to catch it. And we arrived late. I had to run through Amsterdam airport, which if you've ever been there, it's a huge airport. It's like where all the air travel connects in Europe. And, it was the worst, and I was so sweaty. It was horrible. And I remember getting onto the plane, like I made it in time. I was super hyped. Oh, there we go. Kind of finished the gift there. Not bad. I'm gonna change one color. I remember getting there on the flight, and oh man, I felt like I stunk up the whole plane. And the person who I sat next to was really sweet, but was definitely like not vibing. And yeah, that was probably top 10 worst experiences of my life. Because then I was sat there, and then I started sweating because I was like nervous, and it wasn't good. Oh boy. No, can't say I'm a huge fan of air travel. Oh, thank you, Maggie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you for coming by. I hope you had a good time. It honestly, it means so much that you guys show up for not just one stream but multiple. That's so cool. I feel like I'm making some friends. Yeah, exactly. See, Americans fly all the time. Yeah. Yeah, Kev, it's crazy. I feel like this one, well, usually they don't take this long, so that is a factor. So I promise that the other animation work is actually a lot faster. But yeah, animation is it takes way too long. There needs to be a faster way. Yeah, what'd you guys think of that? That's not bad. So we've done the pumpkin one, and we've got shock doggo as well. Thank you, Perva. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Aaron. I think that's fun. Maybe I'll do a little bit of. I'm nervous to like start a new one because I'm conscious of the 9% battery, and also I should probably go in like 20 minutes. So I tell you what, I'll come up with another idea, and then if we're unable to make it, so be it. It just is what it is. But we'll do like a rough draft. Yeah. And then with all of these two, I'll do a little bit of clean up over the weekend and post them. So this was fun though. I like this. I think that's a nice Halloween themed one for sure. Should put them down there too. So, third and final idea. Let's do it. What we got? Doggo spinning. Resting doggo. Stock market doggo. First one to comment an idea, I will do that. Yeah, no worries, Jennifer. Appreciate that. I shouldn't have said that. I think the delay is super long. Disco doggo. Oh no. That's gonna be a workout. Dancing, spinning. Doggo as a turtle. Okay. Disco doggo. Oh boy. Look, I have to do it. Maybe. Well, I guess. Okay, so it's not gonna be a disco ball. I will do a little draft of it. I will do like Boogie Nights doggo. And do like a really kind of like that Scooby-Doo bit where Scooby-Doo is like wearing the full crazy disco outfit. I think this theme comes from the fact that because of the the mustache. Oh man. I think this might be a little bit cursed. Let me write it down. Disco doggo. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this one's it. The torso is like way too big as well. Hold up. Okay. Afro only. Oh, we got disco emojis. Nice. What is like another item of disco paraphernalia? I don't know. It's maybe like, oh, like some sun, like love heart sunglasses. Could be really cool. Let's keep it simple though. I'm gonna make the torso a little bit smaller. This is gonna be so cursed. This is like, oh yeah, I need some bling too. This is gonna be like the hand from last week. Oh, wait, it goes the other way, doesn't it? Silly. Let's go. That old chestnut. Just flip it. Is there a way to lower the music? You speak really quiet. Sorry. I think I'm just quiet at the moment because I'm tired. I'm not tired. I'm just like, maybe I'm wrapping up. Sorry guys. I'll speak a little bit louder. I think the audio levels are fine. Maybe. There's no way I can know, but I've been told. They said, yep, they're pretty good. Okay, there we go. Doggo was born for disco. Disco doggo. Definitely like a 70s child. Okay, what are we thinking? Oh, Fang had to go. Have a good flight, Fang. Take care. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you guys for joining in. It's been pretty fun today. It's been just a chill one. just a Friday kind of wind down. Some light. Okay, we got a little bit of a disco going on. I don't mind that. I think I need to introduce some kind of jig, but I don't know exactly like how to. But hey, we'll work it out. Yeah, the mustache is very much 70s vibe. Yeah, we'll kind of have it like this. And I think like maybe like kind of bending at the knees too might be the move. Yeah, we'll be continuing the doggo one pretty soon. Darylyn, we will be doing that, yes. I just need to finish the animation. It never stops, the beans never stop. That is there's 3 truths in life: death, taxes, and the beans never stop. It's probably a good time to talk about in 2019 when I was discussing with my friend Halen the possibility of killing off Bean. I'm joking, by the way. Definitely never talked about that. But I'm glad I didn't do that. I think I was just kind of being an idiot. Oh, thank you, Darylyn. Yeah, Jennifer, we are going to be doing some Halloween themed wallpapers. Definitely coming up. I need to think of a cool like theme. I definitely think like we should do more on the Wednesday type theme. Maybe make some kind of little animation for that. Could be really fun. I kind of don't want to do that and like I don't know, make it too much like playing on it, but yeah, we should definitely do that. It's just finding the time, man. That is one sad truth, is that you never have enough time. But just gotta keep doing it. I mean, we're gonna have to think about some Christmas ideas soon too. Do like a little Christmas special. I like the speed it takes to do an animation. Yeah, we should probably be thinking about like springtime. I do an Easter special. Oh, 5%. Okay, was it Jennifer who said? I can't remember who said it. That apparently the battery kind of locks in at 5% and is actually pretty good. We'll find out. I don't know if it's got the juice, but we'll see. Okay. So, okay, we got a little bit of a disco vibe. I don't think I'm quite making it as expressive as it could be. I think maybe like having the hair wobble could be the move. And maybe a little bit of lift in the yeah, there you go. Bit of a reach for the sky kind of thing. Oh. But and then back. How often do I go live? Twice a week usually. Didn't this week, but yeah, typically we're gonna go for Wednesday and Friday. I like that. That's nice. Maybe Tuesday. Actually, probably Tuesday. Sorry, guys. I was just going through it, yeah. Yeah, definitely not getting rid of Bean. Not unaliving Bean anytime soon. That's the thing though, is like I've been very apprehensive to start a new character or like, because it's a full-time commitment. Once you're working on one character, it's very hard to like lock in on another character and do it justice. So I've you know, there was a time when I was like 20 years old where I was like, am I just gonna Yeah, it'd be around the same time, Darylyn. There was a time when I was like 20. I was like, am I just gonna keep drawing the same thing for the rest of my life? And then I think, and I was like, no, that's a silly way to look at it. Like I was really getting like all worked up about it, and I was like, oh man, that would suck if I never drew anything else and I just kept doing this. And then I was like, well, actually, not a bad gig. And also, look, it's as interesting and fun as you make it. And I think it's up to, it doesn't matter what you draw. It's if you're having fun with it and that's clear, and yeah, it will just work itself out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys would like, if I just fully started just doing doggo stories, no bean or anything, that would be kind of crazy. I don't know if, I don't know how good that would be, but I have faith that some of you guys would probably be down for that, and who knows, maybe it'd be even better. See, that's the thing too. Okay, I kind of like this. He's got a little bit of a jump to him. And then I'll do a little squish at the bottom. Demi, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys for hopping on. Ooh, Darylyn, that's an interesting question. Gotta have the bean, exactly. I don't know how old your daughter is. I would say like going live is like very different to doing videos, because there's that like interaction and stuff. And so I don't know, I think like maybe start off with videos first and see how you feel. But it's definitely really fun. It can be a little bit complicated setting up the stream and doing all of that, but it's good. It's like interesting too, because I felt like since doing these streams I've had to think a lot more about like what I'm making, and that interaction with the audience has been really fun too. So yeah, it's definitely a cool approach, but baby steps, because I don't know, I still feel like the streams aren't great, but we get there, and it's just a good exercise in trying to be consistent. And yeah, right. I'm afraid to look at how much battery we have. Shoot, I gotta go really soon too. Oops. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. What do you guys think? I don't think that's bad at all. Yeah, it's cinema time. Yeah, I know. I feel you, man. See you in the next stream, Elena. Appreciate you coming. That's cool. Do you guys like this GIF? Sweet. I'm gonna probably wrap up, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna post these in Bean Chat very, very soon. Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's always really fun hopping on doing these, and we're gonna do them every Tuesday and Friday. Y'all know what's up. If you've got any ideas for what we should draw next, let me know. And yeah, and thank you to our new members as well. That was huge. So we've got Joyce Gov, the number one on the board of Bean Team, lieutenant of the Bean Team. We've got Fanny Hernandez coming in second. Appreciate you so much, guys. And then we've got Jennifer Diaz as well. Huge. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone else who supported us on Patreon too. Thank you for checking out the new video. Man, there's a whole lot to talk about, and there's a lot coming up, so stay tuned. Disco Doggo, Doggo Gifts, forever. And yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you soon.